Hola everybody, it's Lynette Diaz-Madden again. Last night I made a video explaining to you about how I felt that the public needs to take responsibility for their own actions in the salons that they choose to go to. I got a little sidetracked. This time I promise to keep it really short. I'm going to make my point. Lately I've been reading a lot of articles and seeing some videos on women who have damaged nails, have had problems with their feet where they're sliced open on the bottom of their feet from an implement that looks like this. We call the Credo blade, the razor blade. This is not allowed to be used on your nails in the state of Pennsylvania, and I highly recommend that you find out if your state allows it. And even if they do, never let someone who's not a doctor use this on your feet to remove your calluses. There's a reason why you have your calluses. But anyway, in these articles that I'm reading and watching the videos, the women are all saying that they're never going to get a pedicure again because their feet were ripped apart, or they're not going to get acrylic because their nails were hurt and they burned them and they got an infection and so forth and so on. The responsibility really lies with the client. When you decide to go to a salon, spa, shop, whatever you choose to go to, you need to find what is best for you. And if you're going to complain about how long, how many times you've had the rings of fire, how long they're burning you, you need to start looking for someone else. Because if you're going to go somewhere and pay $20 to get your nails done, for the most part, you're going to get someplace cheap. Now, demographics play a big part in pricing, and I have seen some of my colleagues whose prices are quite a bit cheaper than where I am at. It depends on where you live. So I've had people call me and tell me they can get a refill on their nails for $15. So you know what? Then go for it, because what's going to happen is you're going to have nails that look like this. And I'm not sure if this is the one I showed yesterday, but this one here, I count 5 rings of fire, and they're not even, which tells me that she did not go every 2 weeks to get her nails done. Thick, ugly nails with the rings of fire that they were using their Dremel on to, what it is they need to destroy the nail for the MMA, which is the liquid that they're using on your nails at those cheap places, to make the product adhere. If you go to a reputable salon that uses the products that they're allowed to use, that's ethyl methacrylate, which is EMA, as compared to the MMA, you will not have those rings of fire. As a rule, I'm saying that educated nail techs are not ever going to do that to you. This is what happened when this girl went to a place to get them cut back. Yeah. They also tried to cover up the rings of fire with some glitter. That is horrific. If you let someone do that to your nails, you really have no one to blame but yourself. This kind of reminds me of the woman who sued the fast food joint for spilling the hot coffee. She got burned. Newsflash, coffee's hot. You know, I don't even know if she ever won any money, which I think that she did, which I think is freaking ridiculous, because that's just sheer stupidity. Allowing someone to do things like this to your nails and continuing to get the rings of fire, or here's one that someone had come to me to fix something that she had gone to a local chop shop here, and I actually have property of Salon 29 here, but this is not mine. Anyway, see what they did? They burned her. They burned her nail. Not to mention that they're also using flat whites for the French, which makes her gorgeous hands look awful. Here's another one that came to me from another local place. Yellow MMA. Yellow's really fast. That's the reason why they tell you that you need to have your nails replaced every 3 months. So anyway, yellow, thick. She also let these go. That's about a 4-week growth. Yeah, it's kind of like really bad. She also flipped one. You can see a ring of fire on there. Getting what you pay for. Here's another one. I think this girl either let them take the nails off or she ripped them off herself. You can see the damage. And that's because she has MMA on her nails, which is what those places use. Here's another one. You know, I don't understand why women are paying money to get this done to their hands. You get what you pay for. If you're going to pay $20 to get your nails done, this is the stuff that you're going to wind up having on your nails, on your hands, and over time you're probably going to have some pretty bad infections. Her nail's also broken here. You can see that. Probably because she let them go a little bit too long, but also this is also MMA, methacrylate. Bottom line is, stop complaining about the bad service that you got, or the bad product, or the cuts, or anything else that you feel that you need to complain about from going to those places, because the bottom line is you chose to go there. You're choosing cheap, which is mainly what you're saying is that you don't really care about your health. You don't care as long as it's cheap. And I used the analogy yesterday of like your iPhone or your new Galaxy. How about your designer pocketbooks and your designer shoes? It all boils down to the same thing. If you're going to put the money out for something like that, why are you going to walk around with nails that look like this? You carry a beautiful pocketbook, you drive a really nice car, and oh, I get my nails done for $20. I only go every 5 weeks because I'm too cheap to go to a reputable salon and get the products that are allowed to be used on my nails so I can have healthy nails and beautiful nails. There's hundreds of techs in this country that are willing to give you the top of the line service, but you're going to pay for it. Nice nails ain't cheap, and cheap nails ain't nice. I don't use that word, but I'm going to for that. But anyway, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Adios, have a great afternoon, and make sure if you're over 40, you get your mammograms yearly. Bye.